Hey guys, what's up? I'm Kelly Lynne D'Angelo, your dungeon master. I would love for you guys to use the hashtag GGG broadcast to offer up a name of an NPC. And you just might see them in this story. I absolutely would love to bring in some of your inventiveness. Welcome to Girls Guts Glory,
the broadcast.
Previously on the broadcast.
Did we see everything that could have been seen?
It's all suspicious, darling.
They were doing lots of summoning and not summoning.
You get a response. Did you get the shits again?
Yes.
You will. Fire will kill you. Language, immaturity, drugs, terror, laxing, kissing boils, only kind of following the rules.
You get a response back in the journal that says, then later tonight.
I can't write anything back. I just
I
can't
think that's
do
good. You're busy doing other
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, maybe he's just a little bit preoccupied in the bathroom. Okay. I'm not gonna say anything back. I just can't. I can't.
All right, so what should we do now?
Well, you want to go find somebody else that's in the book and have a chit chat?
Who has the book?
The little one? I thought it was you,
I don't remember.
Celine.
Miriam.
No, Miriam has the big one, the Cyric book.
Oh.
Yeah. She doesn't have the small. Maybe I have it. Do I have it?
I think it was you.
Maybe I have it. I'm gonna go through all of my pockets and pull out all the little like notepads and books that I've collected over the time.
Did anybody mark down if they have?
No,
the,
I think
the
I
book?
did.
Oh, you
I
actually
think
do?
I did.
Okay.
I
it's
have the
definitely
wrong.
not me.
I have the
Oh.
wrong journal.
Oh, just
Game,
make sure you
gamer
write that down.
call out.
Yeah, just make sure you write it down
Calling
so
me
you know you
out.
have it. But if you
Plus
do have it, we'll say you have it now. You're able to pull out that little tiny book. There's been so many books, you guys. So many
I
books,
like
so
it.
little times.
Listen,
Um,
Rachel likes a game full of books.
But does Huck?
No, Huck's too stupid to read too much. He reads like 5 words and he's like, "Whoo, I'm exhausted."
He did a dang good job responding to Adewald.
Well, he can write. At the very
Smart.
least.
Smarter than we think. Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. So with that, yes. So you guys currently it's 2:00 in the afternoon. You know classes are going to be stirring about for the next couple hours. But right around 3 or 4 in the afternoon, it's probably fair game, and the full class of the day is disbanded. All of them.
I guess now's the time we have to go look for this open door.
Well, you told him that you had diarrhea, so he is.
I did not say that. I just said yes.
Well, you agreed, and he said later tonight then, so he may not be holding his door open.
Should I ask him if he's ready in the book?
Druzilda shakes her head. I think we've just bought ourselves at least 6 to 7, 8 hours. I don't think we should
That's a
come.
long time.
Yeah.
Should we find Covault?
Well, it might be a moot point if you think that whichever Covault we find might not be the real one.
I'm a little nervous about. To be honest, I would love to be able to know more before we find him. I would like to know more because I don't want to kill him the way we killed Adewald. So I would like to perhaps figure out more what is going on before we find Covault.
Well, what about one of these other names in the book?
Let's look.
I would also say that you know at least where you believe to be his dorm room. You guys had spent some time there bonding, dating. You know he's not too far away from here. If the two of you
Naughty,
guys,
naughty time.
I just made a gesture.
yeah. So podcast
Bonding.
Oh, the guys
Bonding.
But
Is that what they call it?
Mhm.
but if you wanted to at least go there in some capacity, you know he has class all day.
What if you just go, Celine?
Well, I don't want to be seen. I think he is in class right now. Perhaps I can just go look and see what's in his room.
I'll go with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
In
Okay.
disguise, though.
Oh yeah, no yeah. I'm gonna put my cute little boy band.
I'm going to keep
Costume.
my Magiball outfit with my glasses and my blonde hair.
Okay, sounds good. So in full disguise, the two of you guys make your way out towards the school colors in the section of this this very large campus that you know him to be in.
Druzilda trots after them, putting on her
Mhm.
little hockey mask type thing.
Sounds good. So 3 of you guys in full disguise will be going. Will the rest of you guys be staying behind, or do you wish to go with your party?
I'll go.
Okay. Then everybody, it seems like it will be a company. Would you like to go as well? Fruit?
Farouk, you want to come keep me company?
Sure.
Because she's just going to be like, canoodling, is that the word for it? Canoodling?
Canoodling.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the word.
Canoodling.
So
with
kind of like
Covault.
pulling teeth. You see Fruit kind of like drag their feet like along slowly, one by one, his feet just slowly getting pulled. But you guys are able to kind of wind through. It is kind of that transitionary period between class, so it's pretty crowded right now. People are making their way to class, to their next exhibits or their labs or their PE classes, with the equivalent of magical PE, which is potions and etymology.
Oh boy.
Potions and
not canon, but also canon. But also canon. But you guys are kind of winding through a very crowded area. So if I could have everybody roll a stealth check with advantage, you guys are kind of keeping
buddy.
your heads low.
Natural 20.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay. That
Girl.
20 on this end, around this corner.
Stealth?
Stealth with advantage.
25.
24. I was like,
14.
I did so good.
Okay.
9.
You still did good.
19. Okay. So a couple of you guys feel like you're not as quiet as you would expect, but Celine, you're able to really lead the pack and really keep everybody's head super low. So can you tell me how you kind of recover for some of our less quiet companions?
Who are the less quiet?
Specifically.
My sister.
Your own
Druzilda.
beloved sister.
Druzilda, you're still dressed as an half-orc?
How long would the disguise have
It would have
lasted?
actually.
I would have woken up as an
yeah,
orc.
it kind of falls apart when you sleep after an hour.
Oh,
so it would have
okay.
fallen apart.
So
by
no,
then.
I'm me.
You're just wearing a mask.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm a mask.
Well, as she is kind of bumping into people because she cannot see very well, I just grab her and put her behind me and say, hold on to me, just follow quietly and try not to touch anyone.
This reminds me of that one time we tried to do the cha-cha in our dreams.
That was fun.
It was so much fun,
That
right?
was such an innocent time.
How do you do the
For the
cha-cha?
days.
Is that like a karate?
Oh,
move?
Huckle, you are in for a treat later.
What does that mean? Wait, what does that mean?
It's
might-
a dance.
I think we
Oh
should
no, I can't
keep-
dance. No.
Everyone can dance.
No.
We should
him
try it
dance.
in
Oh,
real
no.
life
How about
for
hush?
once.
Oh no.
Stealth.
Oh yeah.
So you all lower your heads and walk in unison, like kind of like the
Well,
three sisters from Hocus Pocus.
we are amongst the students. It's weird if we are quiet, no?
Well, we can mutter under our breath.
Yeah, I mean, or we could just be like,
Oh,
oh my god, wasn't he so cute?
He was
Wasn't he the
so
cutest? Right?
Yeah.
He was so cute.
He was a very attractive man. Am I doing it?
I mean, you can.
I
Yeah.
had such a crush on him.
No, don't do this. No.
I'm gonna whisper to Celine, keep it simple.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just do
I
your
was
own.
trying to be one of your friends.
No, either
You
do your
still
own or
my
dumb it
friend.
down. Just like make it real boring.
As you
Yeah,
guys are
just
all starting to walk, and
friends.
you're doing your boring voice because I need to know what this sounds like.
I am very boring now.
You guys take a moment as you guys are all stealthing and keeping quiet. You see Special walk past with all of her minions behind her. Secondary,
hair still cut?
try everybody. Oh, it is. She's wearing a wig. She's wearing a wig with a capital W. She
I have
also looks
half
like
in mind to stick out a
she
talon.
is flirting with a teacher who appears to be, and a couple of you guys who went to the school know that this is the teacher that would discipline a student if they got in trouble. So whatever the aftermath of what y'all encountered, seems like she's been playing her little special ways in order to get out of trouble. So she's kind of walking arm in arm with him with all of her minions behind her as she doesn't even take a glance at you guys. She doesn't even notice you, but you guys notice her.
Druzilda's just glaring at her as she walks by.
I am so tempted to just pull that wig off. Does my natural 20 just continue?
Want to test fate?
Oh my god.
No,
Can you guide
it is
me
not
yourself?
worth it.
You could do a sleight of hand check if you want. if
Wait,
you're passing
oh
her.
wait, I could do a sleight of hand check. I'm
So
good at
could
that
I.
stuff.
I-
Wait, can I please? Can I
Well,
please?
I'm wondering how the idea passes your mind if Celine's the one who
Because
came
she
up with
killed my friend.
it. Well, Celine,
and-
do you whisper it to everybody? What do you do?
I was the one that-
Sure, I just say, oh, I want to pull her wig off.
I can do that.
All right, sleight of hand check.
Okay.
I'm going to guide you.
That's fine.
The shade.
27.
Oh, that wig's coming off.
So this like big
Give me-
blowout like poison ivy wig that she's wearing. That's like red wig. A moment passes and Huck, it's a long wig. So you're able to just grab the very bottom of it and just hold on to it as you're passing by with your heads low. That the whole thing flops off her head to the completely all over blonde hair that is now there. She screams as this teacher like jumps away from her, this disciplinary teacher, and all of her minions like panic as they pick up the pieces of her hair, and she like is hitting their hands like don't pick up the wig, and she's like crying in the middle of this place. And there's like a scene, but y'all just keep your heads low and keep walking.
We scurry out of there faster than a bat.
Druzilda
hell.
pulls out like
That's
a little
good.
makeup compact and pretends to dab on lip gloss, but really she's just watching it all
Yes,
go down in the
this
background.
girl is like like mascara running, like she is like front, and she's also like yelling at everybody, like who did it? Like she's accusing everybody around her. Like all of these minions are scared. Like she is just enacting. Even the teacher looks petrified.
I feel bad for all her friends.
They killed Farut.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them straight up used a fireball.
I don't feel
Also,
bad
Huck,
for
I'm
any
so
of them.
proud of you.
That was
If
really
there's one thing I can
ballsy.
do- oh, well.
And so petty, I loved it.
I mean, they hurt my friends. I gotta get back at them somehow.
Oh no, they deserved it 100%.
This nice little moment of some schadenfreude as you guys all like lower your head and you're able to make your way past just slowly rubbing your hands together a little maniacally. You guys are able to make your way in the direction of what you know to be Covault's room. You kind of wind in, however, you guys do know that in each section of the school here, you do need like a undercurrent password to kind of talk to the prefect at the door. There is a prefect at the door. Celine, you know the old password. You know it changes on occasion just because kids hear about it and it gets passed around. But you guys are all stealthy enough that you guys tuck nearby a wall and are leaning in, trying to hear any of the students that might be walking into his dormitory. So, that being said, can I have a group perception check as you guys are all trying to listen in?
Just a 6 for me.
Okay.
10.
Hockey mask.
10.
19.
21.
14.
Okay, as you guys are all leaning in, a couple of you guys pick out different things. This seems like a 2-worded sentence. And it's hard to hear. A couple of you guys catch outer, the word outer, as the first one. The second word, Celine, you kind of catch like a shape of it. It sounds like an outer like ain. So it's hard to make out the exact shape, but you guys know that oftentimes they use information, things that are people learning, or the special or the focuses of their different schools and classes.
Outer.
You also know that his specialty was divination.
Outer.
Is there like an
something.
outer plane?
As you say that, the prefect's ears kind of like perk up, like, yeah, who wants entry?
Oh, us.
Okay, come on in.
Okay,
So-
thank you.
It takes a moment as you guys had cracked the
Totally
password,
meant
at
to
least
do
with
that.
the small sections you guys are able to make. And you know, on regular, they use they change the words out sometimes every day. They get whispered on the way out. So at least you have the access code for this particular dormitory.
And it's outer plane.
Outer plane, yeah.
Okay.
So as you guys are making your way inside, keeping your head low, he's kind of like, as you guys are all making your way in, he goes, the prefect in the front, he's like, what? Are you guys? Never mind. teams are weird, as he lets in like some of the other team members from other Magiball schools inside. It's like, yeah, go play with the guys. You're probably doing a round of prong with each other. So he lets you all in.
Yep, that is absolutely what we're doing.
What y'all called it,
Yep.
I remember.
9,000 prong? Yeah,
Prong.
Love me some prong.
So you guys get all let in, and you all kind of wind around the main corridor. There are people hanging out in the center. None of them really seem to be bothered by you. It's a very sparse gathering, and everybody here right now is like upperclassmen, some of the older kids, because everyone else is class right now, unless you're able to kind of get ahead and lounge about towards the end of your day. So all of them are either sleeping or studying or making out on the comfy couches, as you guys are all able to wind up the main pathway into the direction that you believe was Covault's home. As you make your way up into the main foyer, the door is currently closed. You guys go up to like the second story.
I do a slight knock on the door.
Take a moment, you knock, you rap. Nobody comes to answer it. There's no stirring inside.
All right, y'all wanna block this view real quick? I'm gonna try to pick the lock.
Okay. Roll a lockpick check, please.
Would that be sleight of hand?
Yep, sleight of hand. If you have a lockpicks kit, you usually can use that proficiency bonus on top of
I
it.
do, because I am a rogue. And so you want me to add proficiency on top of what I already rolled?
That's technically it.
Then that'll be a 28.
Wow. What'd you roll, girl?
I rolled an 18.
That's really good.
And I have a +7 sleight of hand and then +3 proficiency bonus.
That's really, really freaking good.
Ooh.
So yeah, you kind of hear the
We sneak it.
real easy lock, not too complicated as the door opens. It is completely dark. It smells like boys. It's definitely like a full, like 4-bed dorm here. You actually know this area well, and there's a far backhand right corner that is pristine. The other ones look like messy and unkept, but Covault was always making sure that the place smelled nice and looked nice, and he took care of himself, and he cared about the way he presented himself. So you know exactly what area that is, and as you're looking at it for a moment, it seems like no time has passed, and kind of like fond memories flood back very quickly as you're able to just kind of snap out of that in a moment. But there's nobody in here currently.
I'm going to do a search. See
Okay.
if there's anything we can find.
One by one, you guys
I'm
begin to
also
crawl
looking.
in. Let's have it be a group investigation check, and so you guys are all going to be looking together. Celine, however, I'd like you to get advantage.
wait, I'm lucky.
I may not need it because I have a 20, but I'll roll
Nat
again.
20?
Not nat
Oh.
20, but a 20. Yep, it's 20. Unnatural.
I have 17.
17?
11.
10.
Do better.
2.
Okay, so you're a little distracted by all the scents, and Buck is like already like hopping out of your. He hops out of your overalls and starts searching for all the snacks, the leftover
Running out
crumbs
of
from all of the boys'
No.
beds. He's eating
Buddy.
the popcorn on the floor.
Buddy, I don't know what that's
He's
mean.
rolling around the magic fruit
No.
roll-ups. I don't know what
Oh
that
my God,
is.
no,
Somebody
don't eat
make it
that.
for me in my
No.
mind. Somebody tweet it at me. I want to know what a magic fruit roll-up looks like.
No, wait, honey, don't eat that. You don't know why that's banned.
Yeah, he's just all over the floor. So you are playing recovery with Buck. The rest of you guys, you're kind of like sifting through some of this area. You're picking up one by one dirty socks fruit. You're taking a moment picking up like these hideous looking scarves that are totally out of fashion. You're a little like conflicted inside because nobody here has any sense of dignity or style. I feel like you are just
This is
judging.
absolutely ghastly.
It's pretty gross. I'm a boy and I still think this is gross. Like,
I'm
who cares?
also-
Covault's
a male.
corner is nice, though.
Yeah.
The two of you guys, what did you roll again?
17.
Druzilda? 17. And Starla, what did you roll?
10.
10. So you're also trying to help out Buck then, Starla. You're just trying to finagle Buck because it's taking 2 hands right now. You guys are going to go on either corner of a bed and try to wrestle him down.
Yeah, sounds right.
Druzilda, as you and your sister Celine are kind of walking almost like kismically towards the corner, being like, who cares about what else is here? I'm going to go directly towards that corner. Your eye catches, Druzilda, right away a very similar looking journal. A different color that you saw Huck writing in earlier, sitting on the corner of his bedpost. Bedstand, in the corner of his bedstand.
Well, we should take this, no?
We should absolutely take it, but perhaps we shouldn't open it just yet. I don't know if opening it itself sends some sort of signal.
Yes, just take it. We will not open it right away.
I put it in my pack.
Okay, sounds good. You do so. You kind of put it in the back of your pack here and just kind of keep investigating the nearby area.
Mm-hmm.
Celine, what you find as you're kind of looking in corners, you're looking for anything that looks out of place, anything that doesn't look the same, anything that looks too taken care of or too cleaned up. And most distinctly, as you're kind of pulling back the covers and you know how the way he folds it, so you know how you feel like you can fold it back in the same position. You take a moment, you fold it back, and you look, and there's like an imprint of a body in this. And you're looking at it, and like a natural body sinking that has been using a mattress for a long time. But the shape of the body isn't like Covault's. And that's discerning to you. It seems to have wings, whatever this thing is.
Look at this. It is not Covault.
What?
This isn't his bed.
It is his bed, but look at the shape. He does not have wings.
Does this look like
You're
that blue
certain?
thing we saw earlier?
That blue thing didn't have wings. The only thing you've seen that has wings so far are the gargoyles, and this is far too large to be a
There is
gargoyle.
something that could fly in the shadow. It was
Did we
flying.
kill? Because we killed that shadow creature.
Oh, you don't think?
Was that Covault?
Wasn't that smaller?
I don't know. I just remember it being flying and
We never
hurt
really
and
saw
shadowy.
it.
Yeah, we didn't see it. I don't even know if it had wings.
Has anyone's? I wonder if
I
anyone's
Something
seen
from, like, a long
Covault
time
since.
ago? Yeah.
Oh,
No, one of us threw like a dagger or an arrow through its wing.
Well, I mean, it disappeared. I think.
Yet the rest of his belongings look like they're here. Like it doesn't look like he's been discharged and replaced by another student.
No, it looks like this is how he kept it. This is how everything was.
Maybe he sprouted wings?
let me get this straight. How long has it been since you've seen Covault?
A couple of, almost a solid few weeks now.
And he hasn't tried to contact you at all.
There is no way to contact me.
You would think. If he's in love with you, he'd find a way.
I'm
Yes.
betting the journal that we picked up has a clue. I'm just reluctant to open it.
You picked up a journal?
All right, so, and I look around. Is there anyone else in this room?
Completely quiet.
And the
Completely
shape
the rest
is
of you.
not, it is not at all like Covault. So there's no way he could have just sprouted wings.
No, this is a weird
It's so
shape.
weird, it's
Yeah.
not him.
I take out the journal.
I'll take out mine too.
It's still shut.
I'm gonna open it to
So-
the page.
When you opened it, did it talk to you first? Or did you have to say something?
I said something first, but hold on. Open your book. I'm gonna make a mark, and we'll see if my mark shows up in your book. Because
Celine?
I might
it's
have
your
just
call.
been talking to Covault, or whatever is quote unquote Covault.
Try.
I open the book. Do I see anything initially?
Completely empty.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a mark in the corner. Just a little ink mark in the corner.
Passes through your book. You actively look. You don't see anything.
I wonder if each of the 5 whatevers have this.
I wonder who received your mark.
I mean, it was just like a little scribble in the corner. It's barely visible.
Let's see if they say anything back.
Perhaps.
Oh, you
Moment
think they won't notice
passes.
the mark?
You
They're
get a
gonna
response back.
200 mark.
Be careful with the book while you shit.
In very small font in the bottom corner, I'm just gonna write. Sorry, it's just intense.
Explosive.
You get absolutely no response back.
No, I would not want one. I'm gonna shut my book. Put it away.
All right.
I think perhaps that it will message the same person. Perhaps, I don't know, maybe the same person who is responding
I
will
think
respond in this one.
all his 5 cronies get the same.
Maybe we should say, under all the stress of my final exams,
I don't-
I can't
we
remember
shouldn't
where.
say anything right now.
Okay.
We're treading on very thin ice, I think.
Yeah, I think we do not say anything yet. I do want to know more. Like, is this Covault I think it is not. I think perhaps someone is pretending to be Covault.
As you guys hear that, you hear in the distance which is the signifying horn for a Magiball game after school. There is a big match coming up. You guys have seen them practice for some time, and you know that Covault is on the Magiball team. You also know that Rekid is passed out, completely exhausted, not able to captain his team. And you guys know that you're all dressed up currently as Magiball players.
I'm going to try and trade out my robe.
I mean, we're not, but
A couple of you guys are not.
It is Druzilda and Celine dressed as Magiball players. Perhaps we should steal a couple robes from this storm so we look less.
Agreed. Druzilda's already taking off her helmet because
Yeah.
I do not feel like playing match ball.
No, that's fair. So a couple of moments pass, you guys like hear this sort of summons. You guys run down to the main foyer as kids are starting to get out and like start to like rustle up, stop from their kind of stirring and grab their belongings. Right away, you hear from the outskirts of the door as the door's opening, as kids from the main foyer are leaving. Gavin Rex shouting about #1 fan clubs and like trying to hand out different flags for different teams and just trying to like take care of like all of these kids in their school spirit. Kids are getting really excited about this tournament coming up, and you guys are throwing on these robes very hastily, but everyone's rushing to go see this game. It seems to be a pretty big one.
I was gonna run up to him and whisper in his ear, you might need to coach.
Who are you whispering that to exactly?
So,
Kevin.
But doesn't he think you're a Magiball player?
Well, yeah, but there's no coach for the team.
Oh, I
right
thought
now
you guys were
because
still
Rekid
inside
is-
the dorm watching everything happening. I didn't realize you
Oh,
guys
I
had
thought we
exited
were-
into the
I
main
was
area.
going to. I was probably going to head up to him, just whisper in his ear, "Hey, you might need to coach."
He is completely in a zone. Like he's too busy #1 fanning. He cannot pay attention to anybody else right now. He doesn't even know who you are as you're saying this at the moment because you're not even dressed in the garb. So he just completely ignores you and keeps going.
All right, I tried.
All right, shall we go to the game and see how it goes? We
Yeah,
have to stay in disguise. Remember our code names.
Well, I'm in Maribel garb, and I don't want to be in the game. So
Wait, you did not change when we changed? We just changed.
There's extra robes within the dormitory if you want
we
to
stole
change
extra
very
robes
quickly.
and changed, so we don't look like we're in Magiball.
I see. Okay, sure. Yes, I changed.
All right, sounds good. So this is what happens. All of you guys throw on as much of the nondescript robes as possible in order to not cause any trouble or any sort of eyes on you, especially with the guards that are probably still looking for you in some capacity, even if certain things have kind of quelled. Just droves of kids going, the green and black colors, purple, silver, gold, white, red, gray, all in this unison, starting to rush in towards the back of the main school here, where there's this like, for better lack of term, the way that the school is kind of cliffed and hung up against the whole visual of the sort of skyline of Candlekeep's beautiful spires that just stand up against the city that kind of cascades down a hillside. The weather right now is its standard weather, which is like rather gray and wispy. The clouds are kind of sparse in the sky. And as you guys make your way towards the main center, which is the quad, there's like the quad is the place where the kids hang out, where they practice, where they toss around balls. But in order to get to the back of the school, towards essentially the, we'll call it the, what's a fun word for this? I guess an enchanted stadium, I guess is a way to put it. There's not space per se. It's not like there's a stadium here within the very tall cliffside of Candlekeep. But if you go to the center of Quad, you very quickly evaporate. And there's this like some sort of motion that you guys all in unison are able to kind of go to the second location. It does not hurt. It's much easier to go through. And you guys have done this a million times. You hadn't even questioned what the magic was. Suddenly you guys are realizing that there's a connection between perhaps the teleportation circle that you guys stepped in and this weird experience. As one by one, you guys are all able to just step into this puff of smoke and you appear inside of a giant crowded stadium that is completely enclosed with a bubble. You guys are essentially floating in the sky. You don't see anything beneath you except clouds and a pure, beautiful sky. So you guys think that it may be somewhere above Candlekeep itself because it's often drab and cold and rather rainy. So what a great place to put a wonderful, beautiful stadium day in the sky above you. As the crowds are roaring, depending on the cloaks you're wearing, you get automatically transported to that section of the stadium. So all of you guys are in the divination section. You guys are all standing there looking out of this massive crowd. It's one of those preliminary games. You guys know that the formal kind of tete-a-tete is coming up. That's the day, that's homecoming. That's the day before the main ball. But this is just the start of the whole game, the real match, maybe the first one of the true season, having been the start of the new school year. So with that, you guys are sitting there as the crowd is roaring. What do you guys do?
I look for food.
Yeah, I was just about to say I want like a hot dog or something.
Yeah. No, I'm smelling something salty.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
it
wanna
is
eat.
salty.
Yeah.
So in divination, there's certain sort of flavor palettes that you can get.
Okay.
And each school has their own themed food. So in
Ooh.
divination, that salty smell that you're feeling is called the Heaven's Tears. And so it's this like twisty, salty, kind of croissant, flaky pastry.
I'll have 5.
Yeah, I want to just shove them in my face.
So it's a very savory, twisted pastry that looks like a giant kind of twisted teardrop,
I want it.
like an icicle almost.
I want one as well.
Yep, I want
All right, so one by one, y'all have to pay for your things.
it. Yeah, that's fine.
Because it's going to be for 5. It's 1 gold for 5. Very, very amply priced.
My treat.
Thank you.
Thank you, Druzilda.
Are
So
we still sticking to our disguised names?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I am sorry. Imogen, good call.
You're
Farud,
welcome,
I mean,
Trixie.
good call. I'm really bad at this. Mortimer.
I was British again. Mortimer.
Mortimer. That's a good name. I like it.
Thanks.
Fits you.
Yes.
It's like dark and kind of gothic, but also like hip and cool.
Thank you.
as you guys are all doing this, there is this like very eccentric divination girl behind you who is like clearly pre-gamed pretty
Girl.
hard. She is dressed in beautiful, colorful silks, bindi jewels, accents. She's just loving life, and she goes, "Oh, this is so fun! Oh, please, 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 let's win, let's win, let's win! Divination, divination, nation!" As she's kind of like dancing in the corner, she goes, "Oh, it's so nice to see you all. I don't think I know any of you.
Love your silks.
Thank you. I'm so happy with them. They drape perfectly on my cat body. Rah. Meow, meow."
She had the tabaxi.
Yeah, she's a full tabaxi. She is a drunk tabaxi. Drunk
Oh,
tabaxi
boy.
cat.
You're getting some of your fur on my.
What do you smell?
What do I smell?
Oh. She takes a moment. She like sniffs towards your chest as Buck like
No!
slowly
No!
peers out. And she
I
looks
shove
at
it
him.
back in.
She goes, "Do you have an animal in your chest?"
No, you just pregame too hard. Stop looking at my chest. That is inappropriate.
I don't.
Don't look at me. And I turn around immediately.
You better keep things closer to your chest then, eh?
You wish.
Woo! And she's kind of like just throwing up another drink, and you guys can feel, you guys can actually feel like her drink that she's like snuck into the stadium, like kind of hit all of y'all in the face. She's just all over the place.
Yikes.
Oh, I'm so excited! I have a crush on somebody in there too.
Oh, who do you have a crush on?
He's the best looking one on the team in divination.
Which one?
It's a Covault, of course. Who wouldn't have a crush on Covault?
So, and your name
Oh,
is?
yeah.
I hear he's
you
taken-
wouldn't have a crush on Covault.
Where-
His girlfriend's gone missing. It's like a free game now.
Oh, you're bros.
Well, no, it's true. I mean, he hasn't mentioned her in any
If
classes.
he has to grieve, like, give him a minute,
He
guys.
doesn't seem to be grieving.
Chill out. Put your panties back on, girl.
Do you want some of my drink?
No.
Celine
I'll
is
have some,
stewing.
and I'm gonna...
Starla's gonna go to reach for her drink and then like stealthily knock it out of her hand.
So
Oh no, I'm so
Roll a
sorry.
sleight of hand.
Please knock it into her face.
14.
Yeah, it kind of like it flies back a bit and like it's empty, and she kind of pulls it in front of him. She goes, "Oh, I thought I had more. Do you just want some?
Darn it. Yeah, I'll take some. Could
Okay,
you?
here you go." And she like hands over your drink to her. It's half. It's like a quarter full now.
Oh, I did not catch your name. What is your name?
Oh, it's Talia.
Talia.
Yes.
How well
Talia.
do you know Covault?
Oh, I don't know him at all, but he's very, very talented. He's been doing very well in the preliminary games for Magic Ball. He's making a name for himself. He's gotten so much stronger, you know? And he used to be so forgettable, but now he's like rememberable.
How so?
Well, he is around, first and foremost. He is like kind of confident, and he comes out shirtless sometimes. Also,
Describe
like-
his body form.
oh, he's got his
I'm
six
trying to
pack.
get
He's
if
got
we
like a
have
hardcore
wings.
6-pack now. You do not remember him in this way at all. And she starts to
does not
describe
sound
this like
Covault.
almost WrestleMania style version of what Covault is. And now the visual of his hair and his face are similar, but everything else about him, like from the way she's describing him, he's even grown a foot.
He is quite. This does not sound like Covault.
Oh,
Covault
he's
was
so
quiet.
tall
It's
now.
new Covault.
It is a new Covault because when men, close your ears.
What?
Close
What?
your ears.
Don't
Close them
touch
off.
me! Don't touch me!
Ladies, when men go through that thing where they're like things go and they fall down and
You-
they grow up.
You talking about puberty?
Puberty.
I think he's old
think
enough
she's
to have already
talking
gone through
about
puberty.
penis.
Like, how old do you think he is?
He is now a man, and everybody knows. Every girl wants him now, you know?
I'm just gonna hand her drink back to her.
she takes it back, she swigs it back.
What was in that? God.
I turned to Celine. I can put her to sleep if you wish. Or we could keep her
Let's
awake and keep
just-
blabbering.
Vaccine
We might
Or-
get some more thing.
puberty like real late.
Let's put her to sleep.
I put her to sleep.
Wait, no, you might hit other people.
No, her.
Yes, you might hit other people.
Okay, I need
If
you to roll.
exceed
I need
her-
you to roll. It
Oh my
doesn't matter.
God.
She's gonna learn. I need you to roll the amount of
Okay.
Well,
that you're going to
so much
cast
for being
sleep on.
stealthy.
Hang on.
Oh, good lord.
Do you have a D8 I can borrow?
Yeah. So awesome.
We are high school or early college.
Yeah, you guys are like 16,
We're like
17.
seniors.
Yeah.
We're like
16.
18
16?
to 20.
Okay. She takes a moment. She gets kind of woozy. And then looks to you and smiles. And then she just like passes out.
Oh, poor girl
Somebody
had
behind
way
her,
too much
Somebody
to
behind
drink.
her seems to like kind of curiously look around, but like shrug it off. Okay.
God,
She
stop
had-
doing that!
She had a lot to drink.
I swear!
And then
Oh,
We're
everybody,
gonna get
wow.
caught, and it's because of you, Druzilda.
I don't know what
Come
you're
on.
talking about. She was drinking. She's gonna get
Everybody-
caught.
Serious.
everybody
She's gonna
behind her does that like football stadium. Oh, and somebody like falls over. And one of her friends kind of like looks to her and is like, "Not again," and like slowly like kind of picks her up and slowly begins to.
I'm
move
just
around the
gonna
aisle.
Starla's just gonna look at Huck and motion like a sweep at the incident, like, look, it's okay and we shouldn't. And then she's
She
gonna
was
put her finger up to her
distressing my
lips and
sister.
then point and then turn
That
back
was
around.
very embarrassing.
Oh, she got real messy pre-gaming for this game.
How disgusting.
Some girls just can't keep it together.
I'm gonna shove a pastry in my mouth and start walking back towards the stadium.
Yeah, so you guys have all found kind of your spot in the area that you feel most comfortable. There's a little bit of room here. The crowd roars and cheers. The first match up is the divination team, actually versus poor old Brecken's team. Who currently he's though he is also marked in certain spellcasting, he is in a different team here. As the two of them are beginning to rally, you can catch Reckon is nowhere to be seen, and everybody on his team is panicking actively. There's this like curiosity and fear. You can see that they're moving around. They don't know where he is. There's this discussion about what's happening. And with that, you hear a whistle blow, and the game begins. So, one by one, you see them all begin to kind of zip and zap around as they're throwing balls and transporting and kind of magically going from location to location as they're trying to track this. The game in itself is a dance that you guys have all been very familiar with, having seen this game several times over the last few years. However, quite rapidly, the divination team, which is the gold and white team, is winning.
Do I see Covault?
It's hard to see because it's such a fast game and there's a rapidness to it that you're trying to catch the pacing of. But the first person to score actively with a gracious cheer from this massive stadium is Covault. And you see him nearby with this magic ball in his hand, kind of championing it, holding it up. And you can see that he looks totally different than the way you had seen him a few weeks prior. He is stronger, taller, blonder, bolder.
Wow.
Kind of looks like Chris Evans.
I'm sorry, what?
His personality, though, is not the same either.
Roll an insight check from a distance. It's hard to see from here. It's hard to even follow the game. You guys have the nosebleeds, unfortunately. But it gives you privacy.
Section.
And it
12.
Gives you,
12.
Could I?
12? From
Roll an insight check.
Yeah, sure. I'll have you roll an insight check just on the general gameplay.
Because
and
I
what's happening.
knew.
Yeah, Farud knows. Farud's my best friend, and Druzilda knows him as well. Yes?
11.
11. Okay.
We'll just see. Is this insight? Oh, it's not going to be.
It
gonna
is
be
very
11.
hard to see from this distance, but Celine, what you can pick up is this. Most distinguishably, he's changed. Whether that be in 3 weeks, he's completely flipped as a character and as a physical person. He's shot up a solid foot. You can see him a lot easier than you would in the past. He must have bulked up a solid 100 pounds. Yeah.
That's a lot.
You can tell from a distance. He looks very different. And something in you just doesn't feel right unless he really has done something to himself to look that way.
Can I look in my bag? This is probably a long shot, but I want to see if anything's happening to the jaw.
Oh yeah, you look in your bag. You peek at the jaws, there's just a bunch of jangly jaws. It's kind of jangling, jawing around in your bag.
My dangling jaws, my yeehawing jaws.
Yeehawing jaws.
I'm gonna close that bag again.
You look at it, but nothing stirs.
Okay.
So, I have a question, and this is outside the game. If I use message to contact Covault, would it contact, if this is not Covault,
Mm-hmm.
would it contact the not Covault who's in disguise as Covault? It wouldn't, right?
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
Message is you point your finger towards a creature within range.
Mm.
So it would be a very specific spell towards a creature you see within range.
Okay, so I can't just be like,
Even if it was.
Yes, it does say you can cast the spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target, but it's not like you're doing kind of a sound wave.
but I don't have to point at the
The walls.
creature. If there's a wall there, I can do it through the wall.
No, that's different. You have to point because the spell says, but you can do it through solid objects. So you can point through a wall
I get. Okay.
and point, like if you're like, I know they're above me, bam,
Mhm.
I can contact them. You know,
But I have to know
Gotcha.
where they are. Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Do you think I should send a message to whether or not that is the real
I
Covault?
don't- I don't know if right now
if
is the
it's-
best time.
If it's
No,
not,
I mean, why not? He's in the middle of the game.
if
He's
it's
not going
not
to pay
Covault,
attention.
I mean, I am amongst hundreds of people.
Hundreds, and you also do know that there is certain precautions for games like this for magic to be rid of unless it is very explicitly granted. So
Mhm.
you have a feeling that those within the audience cannot play into the field.
All right. Well, I don't think I can do it.
We
But
can catch it
perhaps
later.
after.
Yeah,
yes.
perhaps after we can try.
So as the crowd goes wild, as the scores kind of pile up, one by one, you see the scoreboard kind of illuminate with this sort of magic blast, almost like a pyromantic sort of explosion, as the new scores just keep growing on this divination side, just going up and up and up and up and up, as you see poor Reckon's team just going and pretty much scoring absolutely nothing except 1 mercy point. So, full hour of gameplay commences. It's about an hour-long game. It's not too long. As victoriously leading the pack, having scored about 2/3 of the points, you see in the center just graciously accepting the praise of everybody, rips off his shirt. Covault, soaking in this glory.
Does his body look the same as I remember it?
Totally different. No.
Well, I mean, like markings or anything specific.
It's hard to see from this distance. You guys are very far up to have given yourself space
But
to talk. Without
Definitely
other
no
people around.
wings.
No wings. No. Looks like Covault, just like 100 extra pounds and a foot taller.
I wonder what would happen if someone touched him. If they would feel, or if he has wings hiding in that. If it's an illusion.
Covault, 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 Covault. The crowd goes wild as he is handed the golden magic ball. You see him kind of crush it in his hand as you see his face illuminated in the sky. It's very eccentric.
That's not
Um,
very sportsmanlike for him to
yeah.
crush the gold
No.
medal.
Is he always that?
It's whoever's the high scorer always gets a moment of praise.
He was never this way. He was always sweet and humble. This is not my Covault.
Yeah.
This is not him.
Well, that'll make it easier when we have to kill him later.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
I mean, you're not wrong. We gotta take him out somehow.
Oh, sorry.
You hear the cheers, you hear the glory. Everyone's starting to filter out. You hear some of the kids in the divination section that you guys are all in really excitedly scattering down. You hear them talking about how excited they are for the party later tonight. It's going to be totally cool. Covault's always there, and he's always having a great time. And you just hear them all like whispering and chattering to one another. As a very like drunk, passed out Talia is like slowly awakening from sleep and being like, "What did I miss? What did I?" I'm tired. And she just like goes back to bed.
Celine is very quiet. She is very upset with.
What do you want to do,
What?
Celine?
I don't know.
Well, it sounds like there's a party later. We might be able to get some answers.
Well, yeah, but we have 2 leads to follow around. What
And
time is this party?
people are probably looking for us anyway.
Can I stop one of the people nearby and say, what time is this party?
Dude. So the party, like, it's usually right at sundown.
Okay, dude. Dope. Thanks.
Sweet, yeah, whatever. Walks away. Completely
Oh,
confused.
I tried to be okay with them. So how about we go figure out this book thing right now, and then we go to the party later?
Sounds good.
Yeah?
Yes.
Celine, you doing okay?
Yes, I am. I just do not know what to think at this point.
Yeah, you're...
Because if it is not him, then where is the true Covault? And if it is him, then this is no longer the man that I fell in love with.
You're in a real tough situation right now, and I don't real envy you. But whatever happens, at least we're all together, you know? And if it's not him, then it'll be somebody else. And it'll be somebody even better. You never know.
All right, well, what are we doing then?
Everybody as a group, you guys have kind of petered out as the nosebleed seats kind of been the last group. Everybody walks through the main stadium sections, and there's this kind of black kind of entry point that in a normal stadium would lead you to the peanuts or into the Coke stands or into the bathrooms, but this just leads you straight back to the quad. So a moment passes as you guys kind of pass that black barrier and enter once more the quad. As everyone's filtering out, there's a bunch of the divination kids like cheering and like kind of doing a chant, jumping up and down, being like, divination, divination, gods, 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 gods. Like they're just totally like freaking out.
They saying guts or gods?
I'm not sure.
Gods,
Well, that's real self-truth. Wow.
So as they're all cheering, you can tell a couple of them right away are being like, sweet, sweet, sweet. So it's right around 5 o'clock in the afternoon now. A little bit towards the evening, you can hear a bunch of them being like talking about getting food in the food hall with that really crazy chef. Making sure they eat up as much as they can and then head to the party. But otherwise, everyone's kind of dispersing. It's chaos. There's like a solid 500 students in this main quad right now.
I absolutely cannot handle being around all of these entities.
Yeah, it's too many people.
Too many.
You want to step to the side?
I do not want to go to this party, if I'm being quite honest.
Well, I mean,
Then let's look at the book. What if we go back someplace safe where no one will be because they're all at the party and you wanted to look at the book?
I just want to write. Here, I'm going to go off into a corner. I'm going to lift my cloak so I can write. No one's going to see that I'm writing a book. And I'm going to say, oh, jeez. Done, period.
You get a response back in a second. Are you sure? Because it usually takes you longer.
Listen, I'm not well, but I'm feeling better now. Let's get this over with before it starts again.
Midnight tonight in my office is the response you get.
I'm just going to send back a check mark. All right, well, I guess it's at midnight.
We should go
So,
to the party
We can
then.
do party first. What are you going to do, Farouk? Are you going to come with us?
I don't really want to.
What if he flew above? You above the riffraff.
Yeah, you could keep an eye on everything. You don't have to partake, but it would be nice to have you around.
It would kind of ruin his disguise, though, if he's flying about.
What
I
if you
mean,
just
I'm
walk
sure
around
there's
with me?
other Aarakocra around.
My concern is that I'm sure some of these students either know who we are
We're in disguise.
completely.
Yes.
Well, we won't be there very long.
Okay.
Listen, I don't like crowds. I grew up with a crowd of chickens, and that's too much.
It's not my favorite.
Yeah. But we won't stay there very long. Just get some information and then get out.
As you guys are all taking a moment, you guys look by. There's a bunch of like beautiful topiaries and some very beautiful pots full of all different plants and fruit. You swear, from one of the nearby plants, you see two eyes blinking at you twice. Then you hear a psst. Psst. Psst.
I'm noticing, but I'm not looking directly in that direction as to not engage.
Psst, psst.
What? Who? Someone's trying to talk to you. What is that? Is that Fran?
I don't know.
I'm gonna look right over at the eyes. Hello?
They blink twice at you and they look back at fruit and they go, play the flute.
What?
And from behind the head of this topiary, like you see Hetty, head fully out.
Oh, you must be fruit. Yes, and you are.
I'm just so happy that somehow my flute's in your mouth. It was all meant to be.
We met Hetty.
In the wood.
If you really look at the flute that you're playing right now, check out the construction. Just look at it. Look at the shape.
Right,
Really look at it.
right. I see. I'm a dignified aristocrat.
And you're playing a flute that looks like a pin.
Well,
That's how you
sometimes you have to play the cards you're dealt.
Oh, I just love taking people down a notch in more
We
ways
thought
than one.
Farut would like that fruit.
Wonderful.
I'm sorry, Farut. I thought you would really like it, and that's why.
I do like it. I do.
Anyway, more about this party.
There is gonna be a party, actually.
I want to be at the party.
A really good diversion.
I want to be at the party.
Here's the thing.
Sure.
We don't want attention on us.
No.
So we don't want anyone to know who we are.
Or where we are.
Ooh, so like a disguise party.
Yeah.
Do you
Also, a bunch of these people look different. They're all wearing disguises. What's up with that?
Do you like my boy band hair?
It's horrible.
Oh.
can you recognize any of us?
Fruit Druzilda? Oh, should I say it louder?
No.
No.
You
Oh,
can
sorry.
turn it down.
Sorry, Celine. Shh.
No. Oh my
Nope.
goodness.
Those aren't our names right now.
Oh,
We are already
Come
in
close to the
disguise.
topiary. I don't want to leave. I like the idea of having a longer body.
It's a theme party, Hetty.
Like his head is literally in the top of the topiary.
Hetty, it's a theme party, and the theme is disguise.
And we all have code names,
We're
so do
already
not
in
call us by our names.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so fun.
Already into it.
I'm so excited.
Great.
This will be.
Where's the crazy one with all the voices?
She is not feeling
busy.
well. She is working hard.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun.
No,
Fun to her.
I know. We need her back, but she wanted to.
But
do
guess
that.
what? Hetty's here to get you ahead in other ways. What did you like to do?
Hetty to get us ahead.
A lot of phallic references.
Everything that comes out of
Let's-
his mouth is a phallic reference.
Let's go
Oh,
ahead.
good idea. Good idea. As he takes a moment and he like shoves one of his hoofs from the topiary, which is a like beautiful busty woman. He just shoves it in between her legs. It's his like hoof kind of goes out in the middle and he dangles it. He's like, I'm going to kick somebody now.
Oh, please don't. Oh my god. You can't behave yourself. We're not taking you to this party.
He like slowly touches you with the
No.
hoof. On
I
your-
jump.
Oh, don't
Farouk
touch me.
jumps on his back.
Oh, on the topiary's back?
No, on Hetty's back.
You can't see his back. He's inside of a topiary right now. Like completely
Yeah.
immersed inside of a topiary.
Inside a giant shrub as a busty woman.
All right. Well,
Wait. Okay, so to paint the picture, there is a topiary of a busty woman with a satyr's head
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And a,
And a
single
cloven hoof kind of
foot
hitting people.
dangling
right between
Right, yeah.
the legs.
He's hitting
In-
people with his hoof right now.
With his hoof.
and dangling from
the middle of the legs.
the
He retreats the
crotchal
hoof back in.
region.
He goes, he
Good.
retreats the hoof back in. He goes, you don't deserve me at my best.
all right then. Well, Farouk just starts walking in the direction of all of the people going to the party. Had enough of this conversation.
I want to come.
Behave
In
yourself.
more ways than one.
Hey, what? Gross. What did I just say? What did I just say? Don't make me get a spray bottle and spritz you in the face. Behave yourself.
Oh, no. That's bad. Don't do
I
that.
know it's bad, and I know you don't like it, so you behave yourself or else I'm gonna spray you in the face with water.
Next time on the broadcast.
I swoop down from my perch and I drop a massive turd.
You want me to shoot him now?
I think he sold his soul to the devil.
He slowly begins to float down and he lands on top of one of the velvet cushions.
Hey, I'm Kimberly Daugherty, and I play Celine Tessar.
Hi, I'm Kellen Coleman, and I play Letty Marie Ricecroft.
Hi, my name is Alice Greczyn, and I play Druzilda Slinderon.
Hi, I'm Erika Fermina, and I'm playing Starla Highhill.
Hi, my name's Rachel Seeley, and I am playing Huck Lockley.
And I'm Kelly Lynne D'Angelo, your dungeon master and woman of many faces, creatures, and things unknown.
I'm Richard Quiner, and I produce this podcast in partnership with Wizards of the Coast.